Hello everybody, it's me, GhostCritic, and I'm here with a comic book haul. Surprisingly, to be honest, because I had kind of said to myself from the last comic book haul I bought that was going to be the last of the year. Partly because, yes, these comics may be incredibly cheap when I buy them, but it still costs me money and I really should stop buying so many. But the addiction is just too hard sometimes. And two, I've got a long box of back issues to get through, so I really didn't want to add more and more to the box. But today I got an email from my comic book store saying he was having a sale, and all back issues were 30p each, and I was like, I can't not go, I can't. And the thing was, I've been through his back issue bins a lot over the last few weeks, and they're usually £1. And there were some runs in there that I was like, oh, I'd really like to try them out, but for £1, it's just a little bit too much. So when you're getting them this cheaply, I just had to do it. And of course you find other stuff along the way, and that's what this first batch is going to be. This is just random stuff that either I needed to fill in gaps or I was just interested in for 30p. It's not gonna break the bank. And then the next three piles I have are basically runs of comics, and they get bigger and bigger as we go along, and I'm very excited about one particular one. But let's look at the random stuff first. I'm kicking off with issue 1 of Promethea, Alan Moore, J.H. Williams III on this, so I'm really looking forward to reading that. The Last American from Epic Comics. I love the artwork on this, great stuff. Plastic Man issue number 1 from Kyle Baker, just a fun silly comic that I thought I'd give a go. 30p, what can you do? Another number 1, this is an Adam Strange special. I'd just been reading, I think it was Countdown to Adventure, that was in one of my back issue long boxes, and I realised how much I actually like the character of Adam Strange, so I thought it's Jim Starlin writing this, so it should be a solid read, and this is part of the Ran Thanagar Holy War. Another just a fun looking title, New Warriors, issue 1 of 6. And then I came across these, I've seen them somewhere before. I don't know quite the concept behind this, but I don't know how long they went on for, if they were one-shots. I'm going to have to look into this, but we've got Codename X-Men. I don't know if they're like reimagining of these characters, but I got that one. And this one, which is Beware the Daredevil. Whenever I see Daredevil stuff, I'm always going to pick those up. It's beat up to hell, but for 30p. The Incredible Hulk, issue 265. Love getting me some Green Hulk. Issue 0 of The Demon. They've just come out with, I think it's a new mini-series, which I unfortunately didn't pick up, but when I saw that Garth Ennis was writing this, I thought, I've got to give it a go. It's going to be a good read. Some more Epic comics. This is Martial Law. I remember reading this. Now, I don't know if it was reprints of these or if these are reprints of when it was in British Comics, but back in, it's got to be the late 80s at least, I think. I do remember reading these. It's kind of got this S&M fetish anti-superhero kind of vibe to it, by Mills and O'Neill. I managed to find number 1, number 2 and number 3, basically just a kind of dark look at the superhero genre. Brian Michael Bendis and Michael Avon Oeming's United States of Murder Inc., which I never picked up when it first came out because I really do like Powers. However inconsistent it's been out for the last couple of years, but this is issue 2. One of those flashback issues that went through the Marvel line. This is the Excalibur one. Very Stan Lee looking kind of circus ringmaster there. Number 1 of All Flash. If I remember rightly, this was a Mark Waid run, so I just thought, you know, it's Mark Waid, it's going to be a solid read. So looking forward to reading that. I found the new Deadwardians, I think it was issue number 1 quite a while ago, and I actually really enjoyed it. And I saw this, it's issue 6, but I'm sure we'll eventually find all the other rest of the issues by Dan Abnett. Snapshot from Andy Diggle and Jock on Image 1 of 4. I remember when this first came out, I think it was Wednesday's Serial that spoke about this. I can't even remember if he spoke highly or not from it, but he kind of came to mind when I saw this. So I thought I'd give it a go, 30p. Some good old 90s Marvel here, the Infinity War. This is issue number 6, filling the gap. Filling in gaps here, some Authority run. This is I think this is the first volume. That's issue number 26. And then to fill in a gap, the Authority, The Lost Year, issue number 12. And then there was a small mini-series called The Authority Prime, which I think I've got 1 issue. I think it was issue number 4. And I managed to find the rest of this. So issue 1, issue number 2, number 3, number 5, and number 6. And then almost finally we have issue 2 of a 4-issue series that I didn't know about, Conan and the Demons of Kitai. Looking forward because I love my whole Conans. I think I have already got this. I remember dropping off JLA Classified quite early on. I don't know if it was this early though, but for 30p, if I have already got it, it's no big loss. Right, let's move on to the first kind of smallish run of one particular title, which I was kind of happy to find, and that was David Lapham's Stray Bullets. I believe this is the original series. I only really got into Stray Bullets from the Killers miniseries that came out a few years ago, and I've been a huge fan of Stray Bullets ever since. So to find these, they're a bit beat up. There were stickers on it that left a bit of a stain, but as reader copies for 30p, no big deal. So issue 5, issue number 6, number 8, number 15. It'll be great to see some of these characters in their kind of earlier, I guess, days, and learn more about the characters that I'm enjoying so much in the latest series, Sunshine and Roses. Issue 26 there, 28, 33, 36, 37, 38, 39, and oops, finally 40. So that was a nice little run of the original Stray Bullets series. Then I got onto a bit of a Kurt Busiek run, I guess you'd call it. I found these two first. Let's see if I can put these together because the two interconnecting covers. This is the Iron Age. I know nothing about this, but like I said, it's Kurt Busiek. It's not going to be bad really by any stretch of the imagination. So, and for 30p, these are like those kind of binded kind of prestige format comics. So part 1 of 1 and part 2 of 2. So very happy to find those. I don't think I've ever read this, but and this is 3 of 4, but it's JLA in the Avengers. Again, Busiak and some great Perez artwork, I am sure, in here. But these are just great covers because it's got so many Marvel DC characters all together and just looks fantastic. And then I found a run of a Trinity. This is Superman, Batman and Wonder Woman. And I think I've said this about Superman before. I'm not the biggest Superman fan. I don't really connect with this kind of superhero that is the strongest, the goodest kind of character. But when you mix him in with other kind of DC superheroes, I kind of warm to him, and I'm hoping to warm to him certainly in this, given that it's Batman and Wonder Woman in it too. Again, it's a great long series by Kurt Busiek and Mark Bagley. I want to say Mark, but Bagley. And managed to find issue 1, and then issue 9, 10, and jumped up to 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I think this is just one of those kind of series where DC probably just let Kurt do what he wanted to do, despite the fact that these were like very big characters that belong to DC. But when you've got someone like Kurt doing a run, you know he's going to put everything into it, and just be very true to the character. And it's what I always find with Kurt Busiek. I find his work has a lot of passion in it, and he knows what he's writing about. He has the history with whoever he's writing about, and it just feels so good through every issue, well, regardless of what the title is, and I just love it. They're really nice covers. I like the kind of the arch, kind of almost stained glass kind of look at that. There you go, there's a Superman one as well, so that's going to look like it's going to be an interesting run. Let me just move them out the way slightly. Issue 40, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, and finally 52. So I'm definitely going to be going out there and looking for the rest of those issues. Hopefully I will enjoy myself reading those. Right, so this next one is a big old run. So once you see the character, if you're not interested, I suggest you stop the video now, because this is all that's left. But it's a big run, and I was so incredibly happy to pick up Robinson's run on Starman. I think this began, let's see, what's the date on this? 95. So we are talking 20 years ago now, at least, and this was just a fantastic series. I used to own it all in trade, and I probably read it before I was more of a well-rounded and comic book reader and understood what I was reading rather than it was just a comic book. So I don't think I truly got everything I should have got out of this series. And through time, the volumes of Starman have gone missing, or I've lent them out and never got them back. And I'm down to maybe like 2 or 3 of these now. So as soon as I saw this huge run of Starman, I just thought, I'm going to get back into it, and I'm going to lap this whole series up. But I'm just going to quickly go through this whole series. They're in really good condition as well, so I'm very, very happy to to see these, but basically it's a big run going from as you see from the beginning. I think it was a 10 or 11, and it's basically practically every issue. I don't think there's one missed out right up to the 70s, because this went on for quite a while. James Robinson was just basically let loose by DC and said, look, this is your character, do what you want with it, and he did, and made this fantastic series that I think I'm going to get a lot more out of on this second read. So I think this is going to go to the front of my back issue box, the other stuff I've still to read, and I'm just gonna go through all these, and just fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. Up to issue 29. 30, some great looking covers on these, which I find very fun. Even Batman getting a brief cameo in a small run here. Just showing that despite the fact that it was really off on its own, it was still very much within the DC universe, and even got Power of Shazam in there, but still was very much placed in the DC universe, and had effect on other characters within it. Got the Demon there again, we saw them earlier. Yeah, a bit of Flash, Superman Blue by the looks of it there, with a Wonder Woman. Issue 44. We haven't finished though, not by a long shot. Let me get that last big pile up in here. See those all right? Yep, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50th issue with a little bit of gold embossing going on there, because you know it's issue 50. Gotta have some fun with that. 51, 52, Adam Strange in there. 53, 54, 55. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Let's move them out of the way. 61, 62, 63. My goodness, I'm going to have so much fun over the next few weeks. I think that's Shade, not Shade the Changing Man, but a character called Shade, which is kind of one of his roster of villains, major villains in his career. Up to issue 70 and still going. 71. Trying to remember how long this actually went on for. It'd be nice to think I've got the whole run up to when it finishes, but I don't quite think I have. 76, 77, 78, 79 and 80. Then I think that might have been the last issue, 80, because when Blackest Night came out, they kind of brought back to life titles as kind of like one-shots within the Blackest Night event. So this would have been Starman 81 if they had kept going. So maybe that was the last issue, which is still great stuff. Yeah, issue 81, which is part of the Blackest Night. Then we've got an annual in there from 1996. And finally, a Starman 80-page giant covering, we've got Mikhail there, the Shade, and his father, Ted Knight there. Just fantastic stuff. I cannot wait to get started on that. I hope you enjoyed that maxi big comic book haul. Let me know down in the comment section what you would be excited to read there, and give this video a big thumbs up, and please subscribe. Until next time, folks, enjoy your comics. Bye bye.